Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, right where we left that, which is the outsides of Waldfast, as we are still investigating the goblins. We're with Langhár. So, what do we need to do now, Langhár? Before we do that, what's this? Yeah, we need to get this too. I have visited Waldfast once before and found it a lovely village. The woodmen lived here in peace, farming and caring for animals. We cannot let these goblins occupy this land. Give me a moment, I need to think. What are these goblins up to?
A horde of goblins has departed Goblin-town and wrought chaos in its path. We have followed and come to their new hiding place. Now we have them cornered. It is time to find out what is going on here. There are a few goblins milling around out here. This cannot be all of them. There must be more. I would bet a crate of honey cakes they must be in that cave behind the village.
Here is what we should do. You go closer, and when you are ready, give the signal. I will shout and roar and draw them from their hiding holes. You then sneak inside the cave and find out what is really going on there. That sounds like a plan to me. Does it sound good to you? Yeah, sure. Why not? Get into position next to the village gate, which I think is this one. The spot is closing up to signal Langhár. Yeah, trying to wave to you.
Hear me, goblins! This village is under the protection of the Beyondings! Did you really think you could get away with this? Come out and face me, filthy green skins! I will slay all of you!
Alright, the coast is clear. So this should be the cave, right? Oh, get up. Investigate the cave. Oh, that music brings back so many memories. We have found the Great Goblin and his host. What? Romulur is siding with the Hobgoblins? Yes, Great Goblin. Some works stay to guard gate, but most go south to back home. Traitors! All of them! It is not my fault. Please! Ow! Those dragon-loving brutes think they can march down here from Gundabad and depose me. Well, I'll show them. You, get back to Goblin-town and get more of them back on my side. We are going back there to kill that so-called Warlord. I will take back my throne. Yes, Great Goblin, please, don't hurt me anymore. They think they're so much better than us because they're tall. The rest of you get back to work. This army won't build itself. Okay. Return to Langhár with this information. Anything else you are gonna say? No, seems not. So we gotta exit the cave. Oh, Langhár. Wow. You're not messing around. At all. Yeah. You're amazing.
Ha! A great battle, but these tiny things are no match for a Bjorning. Now, tell me what you have learned.
You tell Langhár of the large number of goblins inside, the takeover of Goblin-town by hobgoblins from Gundabad, and the exile of the Great Goblin. That has given me much to think about, Beriathan. Let us move away from the goblins before more come to investigate, and we will find somewhere to think this through.
Come, let's move.
Let's move indeed.
We should return to Begbar and inform Scala of the Great Goblin's presence here.
And what we have learned about Gundabad's activities. You go on ahead, I will meet you there. Yeah, but we still need also to take care of these goblins in town. How many? 10 of them. A backpack, okay. Talk to Langhár, yeah. Will do. Now, from what I remember, you cannot go back to the cave we were just in. That's a space that exists only in the instance we just experienced. Or maybe not, I don't know. I mean, we don't have any reason to come back to this cave, but yeah, you cannot use that. There doesn't seem to be any more things we can do in here. I remembered Waldfast taking way longer than what we have experienced today. And I also remember these goblins hitting pretty hard.
The Bjornings once made safe the Riverlands. We will again.
We certainly put a dent in their numbers. We must deal with this situation quickly so the people can return to their lives. Sure, now you still need to find some of the other woodmen and take care of the other quests that Langhár gave us on the last episode. Alrighty. Okay, so this is another home. Gooduls, okay. There were some cowardly goblins around here. How much closer do you want me to get? The goblin flees in fear, yeah. You better. What? Goblins? I will head to Begbar as soon as I can. Yeah, it's right over there, right in front of you. Oh my, we must get to Begbar. Yeah, you really should. Goblin flees in fear. Ah, Hotbear's home. That one's really close to Begbar, so I guess we are already on our way back. Goblin. And Hotbear. Goblins, do you think I can bring my animals to Begbar? Okay. Alright, it seems we can indeed go back to Begbar. And also find Langhár there. I'm great they implemented this. Being able to turn the quest either with the Summoning Horn, with Langhár outside Waldfast, or here back at Begbar. I'm glad they were aware that something like this could happen, because they have Langhár following us all over the place, and there is no way of soft lock in the quest. Something like this I seem to remember have happened in the past, so I'm glad to see it's no longer the case in here. Or is it? Ah, because Langhár, if I remember correctly, should appear back in Begbar after we talk to Scala. Right? I hope. Ah, no, there she is. God, so that means there are 3 different locations Langhár can be in, without counting the Summoning Horn we can use together.
I have slain goblins today. Can you say the same?
Excellent roaring, Beriathan. If I did not know better, I would think you were secretly abjording yourself. But of course, that cannot be.
The Bjornings once made safe the Riverlands. We will again.
That accounts for everyone. They will be safe in Begbar under Scala's protection. Now we can focus our attention on the goblin threat itself.
And here we thought the goblins were just getting creative with their raiding.
Beriathan, you have returned. Tell me what you have learned of the goblins. You explained the situation to Scala. Hobgoblins from Gundabad have deposed the Great Goblin and taken over Goblin-town. The Great Goblin survived, destroyed the village of Waldfast, and now seeks to build up a host of goblins in order to retake his throne. Scala's eyes grow wide. And here we thought the goblins were just getting creative with their raiding. This is a serious situation, Beriathan. This Great Goblin was happy enough to stay in his mountain tunnels and grow fat while his underlings squabbled over scraps. But the Hobgoblins are another matter entirely. They are aggressive, vicious, and if reports from the north are true, they are most loyal to the Herald of Winter. A unified Gundabad and Goblin-town is an immediate threat to the people of the Vales. If we do not act quickly, a flood of goblins will wash over us, and few will survive. We simply do not have the numbers to combat such a massive force.
I am not sure I have ever seen Scala so concerned. There must be something we can do.
Langhár trails off, lost in thought. A wry smile suddenly crosses her face. I have a crazy idea, Beriathan, but it might just work. So, we have 2 goblins hosts to deal with, not enough Bjornings to deal with either, and in the middle of it all, the Hobgoblins and the Great Goblin plan to fight it out. If their forces are closely matched, they might just kill each other off, and all we would have to do is mop up the survivors. Based on what you saw in Waldfast, I think the Great Goblin is at a disadvantage in numbers. Perhaps we should even the odds? I have some ideas for what we can do to pull this off. While you are dealing with things in Goblin-town, I am going to visit some good friends and see if I can get their help. Ask Scala if he can help get you inside. Oh, wait a second.
So you wish to enter Goblin-town? I overheard your plans. This seems risky, but I will not stop you.
Incredibly risky. It may be our only path to success. I have a scout stationed near the Goblin-gate. She will be able to get you near to where the hobgoblins have holed themselves up. Find her. What else?
The Vales are under our protection.
Do you remember those crude drawings we found at Langhár's homestead? I believe the goblins were going to spread them in Goblin-town in an attempt to sway more of his former followers to the Great Goblin's side. I have them right here. I cannot believe I am entertaining this idea, but perhaps it is worth it to continue the Great Goblin's work? Ugh, even the word stays foul to me. But this is one case where it truly seems like we must help the Great Goblin, for he is the lesser of our foes today.
I have slain goblins today. Can you say the same?
This so-called warlord who leads the hobgoblins from Gundabad is the real threat in Goblin-town today. His hobgoblins have cowed the goblins into submission, and they themselves are of great size and vicious fighters. Defeat as many as you can find while you are inside, and that will help even the playing field for the Great Goblin.
The Vales are under our protection.
The Great Goblin appears to have quite a few goblins still following him, but his force pales in comparison to what remains inside Goblin-town. You will have to defeat quite a number of them to even the odds.
The Beornings once made safe the Riverlands. We will again.
If you are going to get inside Goblin-town unseen, you will have to deal with the watchtowers between here and the gate. I have heard from the scouts that they seem to have been assembled in a hurry. They must be expecting an attack from the Great Goblin. Luckily for us, hasty construction often means hasty destruction. I like the way you think, Langhár. And you see, I told you we would get some quests to get closer to Goblin-town that will give us a chance of advancing the deed, and also checking the connection between the Vales and the Misty Mountains, as I was thinking on doing. So it's all great. It's all great. Before we leave Bekbar, let us see if we can find all the damaged walls we need to repair. There are a lot of them. But we do need to hurry up a little bit, because I expect to spend some extra time in Goblin-town. I mean, you see all the things we need to do. This is not gonna be fast. Of course, I'm gonna go as fast as I can, but that's still a lot of things that need doing. Ah, there we have Einhard. You're back. Well, you made it, actually, with all your boys. I'm glad to see it.
The Beornings once made safe the Riverlands. We will again.
Good work, Beriathan. Bekbar is now more prepared for the next time the goblins decide to measure their bravery against our blades and our claws. Now, let me get in the scout. Yeah, this quest back on the tracker. And we can right back to the high pass. Is the scout Hertha? I don't think so. From the looks of it, that's a scout that is even closer to the gate. So it's gonna be someone else. but I'm still very curious to see how all this plays out. So no, it wasn't Hertha. Alright, yeah. This pass into the Misty Mountains is not the same. It's not in the same path to Goblin-town. So let us double check this in the Misty Mountains really quick. Maybe there is a lost lore page along the road. I'm not sure if there is. But even if there isn't, I still want to refresh my memory and check how the Vales and the mountains are connected exactly. Because imagine, you are questing in the Misty Mountains, you're not paying attention to where you're going, and you end up here somehow. You can easily go back, of course, but that's still something that... So comes the snow after the fire. Adventures and even dragons have their ending. Okay, well, not a lost lore page, but this is where Bilbo said on his way home. So it was worth coming here. The High Pass. Yeah, once again, imagine coming through here. You can still very easily go back because there is a portal in between the two regions. So you should be fine in the worst case, but still. And here we have the Warning Guard. Well, maybe, not entirely sure, but maybe this guy will try to warn you if you try to cross this. Seems like a safe bet, right? Anyway, that's all I wanted to check. Now, the Carrock. How did I miss the Carrock? I don't know. Because where Bilbo lost his buttons and where Bilbo reunites with the company, they all should be around this area of Goblin-town. I'm so mad, so upset I missed the location at the Carrock. I don't know how. No idea. But okay. I mean, the Carrock is technically not far, but I don't think we have enough time today to try and go back to the Carrock, even if I wanted to. I mean, I'm considering it, but I don't think we have enough time for that today. So let us dismount. Goblin-town sentries. That... not exactly what we need. But if you're so eager to fight us, well... who am I to stop you? And here's a burglar, exclaimed Bilbo, stepping into the middle and slipping off the ring. So I guess this is the campsite the dwarves set. Impressive if it is that a campsite could survive more than almost 80 years, but still. What am I supposed to be looking for in here? The towers, I guess. Oh, stop it with the range of this thing. Come on! You were getting near the location. Watchtower. Oh, that sound effect never gets old. The thing is, finding all the 8 towers around this place. Gotta keep your eyes open, the fog doesn't make it easy. It's so funny, I can't help it. Now, I'm kinda surprised I haven't seen more goblins here on the outside. Maybe someone already came and cleared this place? Well, here we have some of them at least. Still need to defeat some goblins outside the gate, so... It's so funny. Alright, that went a little bit better. There's no way this cannot be funny. It's like LOTRO's version of the Willem Scream or something like that. I just can't help it. Come over here. Yeah, much better. Now we're still missing 2 towers. And I have no idea where those 2 are supposed to be. Birch bark page, okay. Bilbo's heart leaped into his mouth as he wriggled. Buttons burst off in every direction. There we are.
They drove him deep into the bog. Now he feasts on toad and frog, wriggling maggot, worm and grub. What a feast for old Mad Ub!
Awesome. Here we have the Bjorning Scout, but let me get the towers first. It's supposed to be around here, it seems, but I don't see it. Do you see it? Is the quest guide acting funny again? Okay. Yeah, here they are. Over here. Much more better. You have destroyed the watchtowers between Bekbar and Goblin-town and can now pass through unseen. Alright, with the watchtowers taken care of, now let us go and talk to the scout and see. The Bjorning scout whistles to get your attention.
Yes, I can get you inside. Let me know when you are ready.
So does that mean I cannot get into Goblin-town from this side? That is locked. Okay, yeah. What a shame that we cannot enter Goblin-town from the Vales. I suppose that it's done to also protect the players from, again, leaving Goblin-town into the Vales, as they will be thrown right in the middle of a lot of level 120 goblins, but
yes, I
maybe
can get you inside.
if they could level gate that somehow. Okay, there we go. So, what do we have here? Ideal drawing location. Okay, placed goblin drawings. Yeah, we're on it, Garlic. We're on it. Okay. Perfect. So now we are, I think, the middle chamber, the central chamber of this area of Goblin-town. Goblin-town, Shárnakh reigns. Yeah. So there we go. Vales Goblin's Lair. Let's take a look at that date really quick. Some gold marks and some reputation. Nothing too major. And here, 160 goblins for the advanced tier. I don't know how much of this date will advance here inside Goblin-town as we do all the other quests. But we'll see. You have defeated many goblins from Goblin-town. Hopefully it will be enough to prevent an overwhelming victory for the Hobgoblin forces. Let us see if maybe upstairs, yeah. There we go. We'll need to keep looking for these drawing locations. Here we have the Hobgoblins too, which are formidable enemies. At least a little bit more formidable than goblins. Don't worry, Garliv, we're doing okay. Well, not that okay. And we need to take a breath. Thing is, here in Goblin-town, there are not a lot of places where you can just stop to recover. We'll need to keep pressing on, I guess. A little bit more carefully, but still press on. Because we still need to go down where we came from now. Not really. But we still need to keep moving before the enemies respawn. Peace. Ah! You're not gonna get me. Right, here we have the pet, it seems, back to, well, you can see some sort of throne there in the distance. But again, we cannot stop too much. I think we need to go up to the right side. Oh. Come over here. Ah, there's another drawing location here. Okay. Here is the right side. Also gonna explore this one. You have placed many of the goblin drawings inside Goblin-town. Perhaps they will convince some of the goblins to return to the site of the Great Goblin. Now with that we're only missing one more hobgoblin, which is right up front. Oh my god. That was close. You defeated many of the hobgoblins interlopers inside Goblin-town. This should bring the odds more in favor of the Great Goblin, but your work is not yet finished. The hobgoblin leader, Warlord Shárnakh, still lives. And that's what we need to find now. Gotta find a way to the Warlord. He's there, right? Yeah. The Warlord must be the leader here. Ah, that was it, really? Just needed to identify the leader and not fight it. Seems a little bit anticlimactic if you ask me, but now it stands to reason that you can drop on that pit, but I wouldn't like to try that. But I mean, yeah, there's no way past those barricades. And yeah, we need to go back to Scala. There's nothing else we can do, but just in case, not entirely sure, but let me go back to the exit and double check. Double check there's not another quest from the scout, anything else that might need to do with the scout before we go back to Bekbar. Either you go down or I go down. In any case, we got the chance to fight some extra goblins for the deed, so it's all good. 50! Okay. So yeah, you only need to come back here a couple times, and you should be done with the deed. Yeah, but no, because... Yeah, you cannot come back. Oh. Should have finished that deed before leaving? Maybe. But that would have mean spending the rest of the episode just doing that. We're still missing a little bit more than 100 goblins, so yeah, it didn't sound... It's not much, but it would still take time.
Good to see you in one piece. How fared your mission into Goblin-town?
You tell Scala that you believe you were able to even the odds between the Hobgoblins and the Great Goblin. You also saw the Hobgoblin Warlord Shárnakh while you were inside. Shárnakh. At least we have a name for our enemy now. If you were successful, and it sounds like you were, the Great Goblin will want to press his advantage while he has it, before more forces from Gundabad arrive. Langhár has not yet returned, and was rather mysterious about where she was going. I hope you are ready to face the goblins without her.
There is nothing more to do, but wait for the Great Goblin to attack Goblin-town with the force he has mustered.
When he does, we will be watching, ready to pounce on the winner and lay him low. Oh, let us go.
We may be waiting a while. Get comfortable.
I'm comfortable. Comfortable enough.
The Great Goblin's forces are approaching, and the Warlord's host lies in wait. Battle will soon erupt. All we can do now is watch and hope they fall upon each other's spears. We received the word that the Great Goblin and his host are on the move and will arrive soon. Ready yourself. This may be messy.
Ready? The goblins approach. Hold your ground. Move, you cretins! Goblin-town will be mine again, or you will die trying. Ah, here come the hobgoblins. Okay. You think you're better than me, hobgoblin? Let's do this, one-on-one. Come and find out how a great goblin fights. I accept your challenge for the Herald of Winter. Who's going to win, I wonder? Warlord Shárnakh, no! Take that, you massive brute. Size isn't everything. An unexpected outcome. That goblin has earned some respect from me, but there are still too many goblins alive for us to defeat on our own. This may be a problem.
Have returned for your heads, greenskins. For Waldfast!
Langhár, what is she doing? She will get herself killed. Wait. Is that...
Oh, what? Where?
To that pit you call home, worms! This is our land!
Back to Langhár now.
What a battle! Those goblin fools did not expect a visit from a great eagle. Let us return to Vegbar. I could use a hot meal and a stiff drink. Coming?
Of course I am. Well, you could already imagine what were the allies Langhár was looking for, but still really cool to see the Great Eagle swooping the goblins. Anything else in here? Ironfold soil. I might need this. I'm still leveling up my farmer.
We did it! Did you see the look on that fat goblin's face when the eagle appeared?
Goblin-town is no longer a threat, and Gundabad has lost control of the goblin host. We have dealt a great blow to our enemies. Eventually, a new great goblin will rise to the top. They always do, in time. But for now, we celebrate our victory. Thank you for your help, Beriathan. You have done a great service for the Bjornings and the other folk of the Vales. We are in your debt. We have here agility, okay, vitality, parry, evade. I'm not sure about this one. I'll need to check it. Let me check it really quick. Well, first of all, we have some tracer level 116 javelin skills damage. Well, okay. Now, this will mean a big loss of physical mastery and finesse. Not as big as I thought. Yeah, not as big as I thought. And that's great. We're only losing like what? 700 physical mastery? Yeah. And we gain almost 5k morale, so I think yeah, it's worth keeping the updating the gear is what I mean. Anything else noteworthy here? It doesn't seem so for the moment. So yes, this is the second major quest line, it seems, in the Vales of Anduin. Quests of the Wilderfolk, that's it. So we are making good progress in here, and it seems now we are ready to move on to Waldfast to continue the Black Book of Mordor, but also the other quest that we were given, deliver Grimbearn's message to Harscoring Waldfast, who was sent there to aid the Woodmen in their troubles. So that's our next stop, the town of Waldfast. However, that one will have to wait until the next episode. I mean, I guess we can technically go there and ride there. We still have time for that today, but what would be the point of reaching the village if we cannot advance the quests? Maybe Cultified car passes, lost essences, pebbled field, stone worn furs. Do I have enough items for this? I know this is the essence carryall, sorry. This is a crafting carryall, oh come on. So, we have calcified car passes, we can do one of those. Lost essences, we cannot do anything. Pebble field, we can do 4, so that's 5. And stone worn fur, oh. Yeah, we have enough items for some tasks. So let us do it. That's gonna boost our reputation standing, so get ready for that. Let's do this really quick. Pebbled field and stone worn furs. Another set of this. There we go. Soon you did ally to the Wilderfolk, completed friend to the Wilderfolk. Gonna check that in just a moment. And we have now the weekly quest. So, completed friend to the Wilderfolk. Yeah, we'll need to check that really quick. So, we have tasks limit reached, 10 LOTRO points. Annual reputation. Okay, looking good. Ally to the Wilder folk. This is the new deed that we got. We've completed friend to the Wilder folk. Where is that one? £10 some gold marks vendor discount and the title friend to the Wilder folk. You have reached friend status with the Wilder folk. Well, pretty self-explanatory. But we're making good progress once again. So join me next time as we travel to the town of Kultbees. For the time being, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.